Hello, grade 9 students! While you are safe at home and staying healthy every day, let's have a fun-filled discussion today. Let us keep in our mind, when we enter this class, learning is fun and cooperation is expected. Our positive attitude and mutual respect are part of everything we do and say. I am Mr. Ronel I. Villapando, and I will guide you in our lesson for today. Today, we will discuss about the community in environmental health. But before that, here are the most essential learning competencies in our lesson. First, defines community in environmental health. Second, explains how a healthy environment positively impacts the health of people and communities. Less disease, less healthcare costs, etc. Are you ready to learn, class? That's nice. Let's get started. Look at the picture, students. What can you say about it? If your answer is community, that's correct. In the picture, we can see a community including houses, cars, plants and trees, establishments, and of course, a happy movement of people. Can we say that this is a healthy community? That's great. It is an example of picture of a healthy community. All of us have different preference on what kind of community we want to live. We have many things to consider, right? Now, I want you to get your pen and paper and answer this activity. Using the Venn diagram, try to describe the characteristics of your dream community and your existing community. Try to recall what are the differences and similarities of your dream and existing community. I will be giving you 2 minutes to accomplish your activity, and your timer starts now. Time's up! Good job, student! You described well your dream and your existing community. We can now determine what kind of community you want to have based on your dream community. But how can we have our dream community? We will answer that questions as we go along with our lesson today. Before we go deeper, let us define first the following terms that will help us in understanding the lesson. Health, community, community health, and environmental health. According to World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just the absence of disease or infirmity. This means that health is a resource to support a person in society. It provides the means to lead a socially and economically productive life. Next is community. It is defined as a sociological group in a large place sharing one environment. It includes the individual and the family. Therefore, it is the place where we live and having a quality life. Another is community health. It is defined as an art and science of maintaining, protecting, and improving the health of all members of the community through organized and sustained community effort. It means that the main focus of community health is on the physical and mental well-being of people and giving people a healthier life. And last is environmental health. It comprises those aspects of human health that are determined by physical, chemical, biological, social, and psychosocial factors in the surrounding environment. Environmental health consists of preventing or controlling disease, injury, and disability related to the interaction between people and their environment. According to World Health Organization 2002, the characteristics of a healthy environment includes 1. A clean and safe physical environment. 2. An environment that meets everyone's basic need. 3. An environment that promotes social harmony and actively involves everyone. 4. An understanding of local health and environmental issues. 5. A community that participates in identifying local solutions to local problems. 6. A community whose members have access to varied experiences, means of interaction, and communication. 7. Accessible and appropriate health services and facilities. 8. The promotion and celebration of historical and cultural heritage. 9. A diverse and innovative economy. And last, a sustainable use of available resources of all. We are fortunate because Valenzuela City has all the mentioned characteristics. Our government believes that a strong nation needs healthy citizenry. In order to achieve this, the Department of Health promotes community health with the partnership of community, barangay, government, and non-government organizations through the program called Primary Healthcare in the Community. And here are as follows. 1. Maternal health care. Functions: prenatal, natal, and postnatal. 2. Child health care. Function: immunization and control of diarrheal diseases. 3. Nutrition program. Function: Operation Timbang and food supplementation. Number 4. Population and family planning. Functions: free family planning. Number 5. Control of communicable diseases. Functions: tuberculosis program. And here in Valenzuela City, we have VCVax, Bakunadong Valenzuelano program to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Number 6. Environmental sanitation program. Functions: inspection of food establishments. Number 7. Control on non-communicable diseases. Functions: blood pressure screening. Number 8, dental health program. Functions, tooth extraction. Number 9, reproductive health. Functions, counseling on family planning and reproductive health. Number 10, medical morbidity clinic. Functions, provision on free medicines. 11, national voluntary blood services. Functions, bloodletting activities at barangay level. Number 12, epidemiology and surveillance program. Functions, controlling outbreak like dengue. Number 13, disaster management preparedness program. Functions, medical services and assistance during disaster. Number 14, mental hygiene. Functions, adolescents counseling center. And number 15, pharmacy service. Function, distribution of medicines to all health centers. Did you know that all the above services must be available free in your community because these are subsidized by government to ensure your health is being protected? Yes, you heard it right. They are available and must be given for free. Community health problems are common nowadays with the rise in modern technology. People neglect in importance of the basic needs for safety. A safety environment will ensure quality of life that will lead to more productive citizens of the country. Now, let's discuss about the perennial community health problems, and these are waste disposal. It is defined as unwanted or discarded waste materials from houses, street sweeping, commercial, industrial, and agricultural arising from man's activity. Peace and order. It refers to the absence of hostility. It also an environment that is characterized by healthy interpersonal and international relationships, acknowledgement of equality and fairness. Food sanitation. It includes all practices involved in protecting food from risks of contamination, harmful bacteria, poisons, and foreign bodies, preventing any bacteria from multiplying to an extent which would result in an illness of consumers. Next is disease control. When public health experts talk about controlling disease, they mean reducing the number of new infections, the number of people currently infected, the number of people who become sick or die from disease in local setting. Next is water supply. It is the provision of water by public utilities, commercial, organization, community endeavors, or by individual, usually via system of pumps and pipes. Aspect of service quality includes continuity of supply, water quality, and water pressures. Next is human excreta and sewage. The term human waste is used in general media to mean several things such as sewage, sewage sludge, black water. In fact, anything that may contain some human feces. In the stricter sense, in the term, human waste is in fact human excreta. Example, urine and feces, with or without water being mixed with it. Next is drug abuse, prevention and control in the community. Substance abuse prevention, also known as drug abuse prevention. It is a process that attempts to prevent the onset of substance use or limit the development of problems associated using psychoactive substances. Prevention efforts may focus on the individual or their surroundings. They vary according to factors like economy, politics, geography, culture, and social context. There are places which experience community problems like water-airborne and communicable diseases, armed conflict, natural disasters, highly urbanized zones, and overpopulated area. And now, let's discuss the refuse materials. Refuse materials are dumps, food waste, or discarded materials. And the different kind of refuse materials are garbage. These are waste from preparation, cooking and serving of food, market waste, waste from handling, storage, and sale of products. Ashes. These are residue from fire used for cooking and heating and from on-site incineration. Abandoned vehicles. These are unwanted cars and trucks left on public property. Street refuse. These are waste from sweeping, dirt, leaves, catch basin, dirt, and content of litter receptacles. Sewage. Are sewage treatment residue. These are solid from coarse screening and from grit chambers and septic tank sludge. Next is dead animals. Can be dead cat, dead dog, horse, cow, etc. Next is industrial waste. These are from food processing waste, boiler house cinder, lumber scraps, and metal scraps, and shavings. Next is demolition waste. These are from lumbers, pipes, bricks, masonry, and other construction materials from raised building and other structures. Next is construction waste. These are from scrap lumber, pipes, and other construction materials. Next is rubbish. Rubbish can be combustible and non-combustible. And the example of combustible are paper, cartons, boxes, barrels, wood, excelsior, tree branches, yarn trimming, wood furniture, beddings, and dunnage. Next is non-combustible. The examples of non-combustibles are metal, tin cans, metal furniture, dirt, glass, crockery, and minerals. And lastly, special waste. These are hazardous solid and liquid like explosive, pathological waste, radioactive waste, and batteries. Waste disposal is the proper disposal of a discarded or discharged materials in accordance with local environmental guide or laws. And now, let's try another activity. You may write your answer using your pen and paper or type it directly in our comment section. I will be giving you 5 seconds to accomplish each question. Direction: identify the kind of refuse material, whether it is garbage, demolition waste, street refuse, abandoned vehicles, industrial waste, ashes, special waste, sewage treatment residue, rubbish, construction waste, or dead animals. Are you ready? Number 1. Time's up. Number 2. Time's up. Number 3. Time's up. Number 4. Time's up. Number 5. Time's up. Number 6. Time's up. Number 7. Time's up. Number 8. Time's up. Number 9. Time's up. And number 10. Good job, kids, and here are the correct answers. Number 1, garbage. Number 2, industrial waste. Number 3, special waste. 4, rubbish. 5, ashes. 6, sewage treatment residue. 7, dead animals. 8, abandoned vehicles. 9, demolition waste. And number 10, special waste. Good job, students! And according to Republic Act number 9003, there are many ways to do solid waste management. A highly recommended formula is to adopt the 3 R's of ecological waste management. And the 3 R's stands for reduce, reuse, recycle. In addition, let us refrain from doing what has been prohibited under the law. This includes 1. Littering, throwing, dumping waste materials in public places like roads, sidewalks, canals, estero, parks, and establishments. 2. Open burning of solid waste. 3. Allowing the collection of non-segregated or unsorted waste. 4. Squatting in open dumps and landfills. 5. Open dumping or burying of biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials in flood-prone areas. 6. Unauthorized removal of recyclable materials intended for collection by authorized persons. 7. Mixing of source-separated recyclable materials with or solid waste in any vehicle, box container, or receptacle used in solid waste collection or disposal. 8. Manufacture, distribution, or use of non-environmentally acceptable packaging materials. 9. Establishment or operation of open dumping. And number 10, importation of consumer products packaged in non-environmentally accepted materials. A clean and safe environment is important in achieving a healthy community. Protecting the health of community involves protecting the environment from health hazards. It is more costly for a community to treat rather than prevent diseases. Children like you must be taught on how pollution affects people's lives. You can reach out to younger generations by help them to be aware of proper disposal of waste and prevent pollution. Now, let's have a short quiz. You may write your answer using your pen and paper or type it directly in the comment section. I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer each question. Direction: choose the letter of the correct answer. Let's get started. Number 1. It is the provision of water by public utilities, commercial organization, community endeavors, or by individuals, using via a system of pumps and pipes? A. Waste disposal. B. Food sanitation. C. Water supply. Timer starts now. Time's up, and the correct answer is letter C, water supply. Number 2. It is defined as unwanted or discarded waste materials from houses, street sweeping, commercial, industrial, and agricultural arising from man's activities. A. Waste disposal. B. Food sanitation. Or C. Water supply. Timer starts now. Time's up, and the correct answer is letter A, waste disposal. Question number 3. It refers to an environment that is characterized by healthy interpersonal and international relationships, acknowledgement of quality and fairness. Letter A, peace and order. Letter B, disease control. Letter C, drug abuse, prevention, and control in the community. Timer starts now. Time's up, and the correct answer is letter A, peace and order. Question number 4. It means reducing the number of new infections, the number of people currently infected, the number of people who become sick or die from a disease in local settings. Letter A, peace and order. Letter B, disease control. Or letter C, food sanitation. Timer starts now. Time's up, and the correct answer is letter B, disease control. Last question, number 5. It is a process that attempts to prevent the onset of substance use and limit the development of problems associated with using psychoactive substances. Letter A, peace and order. B, disease control. Or C, drug abuse, prevention, and control in the community. Timer starts now. Time's up, and the correct answer is letter C, drug abuse, prevention, and control in the community. Good job, students! That concludes our lesson for today. But before we end our lesson, let me share to you this quotation. Let's nurture the nature so that we can have a better future. Once again, this is Mr. Ronel I. Villapando, reminding everyone to please stay safe and healthy.